The Golden Gate Bridge swallowed the morning sun. Below, fog clung to the city like a shroud. Noble Six Poolman, a phantom in the pre-dawn light, blended seamlessly. He was a shadow amongst shadows, a ghost in the machine of San Francisco. He wasn't here for the sourdough or the cable cars. He was a weapon, honed and ready, awaiting his next target. The salty tang of the bay filled his nostrils, a familiar scent that stirred within him a primal urge, the smell of an impending storm. His phone buzzed, a single word flashing across the screen. Go. It was time. His apartment, a Spartan safe house overlooking the bay, was already empty. Gear, meticulously organized, was gone. Only the faintest of outlines remained on the floor, a testament to the precision that defined Noble Six Poolman's existence. He moved like a phantom, his steps soundless on the hardwood floor. Every movement was calculated, honed by years of training and countless covert operations. He was the embodiment of lethality, a whisper of death in the morning mist, and tonight, San Francisco would bear witness to his deadly art. The safe house, nestled within the labyrinthine bowels of a nondescript warehouse, crackled with tension. A large map, dominated by the imposing silhouette of Alcatraz Island and the sprawling expanse of Baker Beach, illuminated the grim faces of the assembled men. Noble Six Poolman, his chiseled features stoic and resolute, absorbed the details with the precision of a seasoned predator. "Gentlemen," a gruff voice boomed, "our intel confirms it. An enemy anti-ship howitzer cannon, strategically positioned within the old concrete fortifications of Battery Chamberlain. It represents a clear and present danger to our fleet." The speaker, a grizzled veteran with eyes that spoke of countless campaigns, pointed a finger at the map. "Our objective is simple: neutralize the threat, and we do that by any means necessary." Noble Six Poolman's gaze remained fixed on the map. He visualized the target, the enemy positions, the potential escape routes. Every detail, no matter how insignificant, was meticulously processed and stored. His mind, a steel trap, held onto the information like a lifeline. He was a chess master, anticipating his opponent's moves, always 2 steps ahead. His fingers twitched, yearning for the familiar weight of his weapon. The roar of the Chinook's engines reverberated through Noble Six Poolman's teeth, a symphony of power and impending chaos. Below, the choppy waters of the bay churned, reflecting the moonlight in an eerie dance of light and shadow. He checked his equipment one last time, each piece an extension of his own lethal efficiency. His eyes, cold and calculating, scanned the faces of his squad, a mix of hardened veterans and eager rookies, all united by a shared sense of purpose. The beach, a dark ribbon against the inky backdrop of the Pacific, rushed towards them. The ramp of the Chinook slammed down, unleashing a torrent of men and steel onto the sand. Immediately, all hell broke loose. Tracer rounds like deadly fireflies crisscrossed the night sky. The air, thick with the acrid stench of gunpowder and the metallic tang of blood, crackled with violence. Noble Six Poolman, a whirlwind of controlled aggression, moved through the chaos with uncanny grace. His weapon barked, each shot precise and deadly. He was a force of nature, cutting a swath through the enemy ranks. Sand kicked up around him, a miniature sandstorm whipped up by the fury of battle. He was the eye of the storm, the calm amidst the chaos, his resolve unyielding. He would not falter, he would not fail. The old concrete fortifications of Battery Chamberlain loomed before them, a menacing silhouette against the fire-streaked sky. The enemy, entrenched within the reinforced walls, fought with the desperation of cornered animals. Noble Six Poolman, his face a mask of grim determination, rallied his men. They had come too far to be stopped now, not when the fate of the fleet hung in the balance. "Breach charges!" he roared, his voice barely audible above the din of battle. His team, moving with practiced efficiency, slapped the C4 charges onto the heavy steel doors. The air crackled with anticipation. "Fire in the hole!" The words were barely out of his mouth before the explosion ripped through the night. A deafening roar, a blinding flash of light, and the world shook. Dust and debris billowed outward, momentarily obscuring the scene. When the dust settled, a gaping hole stood where the steel doors once stood. Noble Six Poolman, his weapon leading the way, charged into the breach, followed closely by his men. The enemy, caught off guard, fought back with a ferocity born of desperation, but it was too late. The rhythmic thump of helicopter blades slicing through the air signaled their escape. Noble Six Poolman, his face grimy with sweat and gunpowder, emerged from the inferno of Battery Chamberlain. The beach, littered with the debris of battle, was slowly being swallowed by the encroaching tide, washing away the evidence of the night's carnage. The mission was complete, the threat neutralized. The Huey, a beacon of hope amidst the chaos, descended from the night sky. The familiar rush of wind, the deafening roar of the engine, it was a symphony of salvation. Noble Six Poolman and his men piled into the belly of the beast, their bodies weary, their spirits unbroken. As the Huey lifted off, the first rays of dawn pierced through the retreating storm clouds, painting the sky in hues of gold and crimson. Below, Baker Beach, once a scene of intense conflict, was now bathed in the soft glow of the rising sun. But for Noble Six Poolman there was no time for reflection, no time for rest. He was a warrior, a shadow in the night, always ready for the next mission, the next battle. He was the unseen protector, the silent guardian, and his work was never done.